it's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I'm bringing you an unboxing today of my canvas for my Heaven and Earth Designs project. So I'm excited and nervous. Communication was very quick with this seller. I'm just also very nervous that it's not going to be the right size. So let me just get into it. It seems to be, it's in like a jiffy bag, but then it seems to be in like this bubble air packaging. So we'll see what sort of state it's in. So there it is, it's in there. It's looking safe. But this is going to be one long canvas. So, and that's the part that I'm worried they've not understood. So let's get in here and have a look. Oh, we might be okay. So this is it rolled up, and if you can see, it is on a foam core. Has got a little bit crinkled with that air bubble packaging, but that is a lot of canvas. So let's have a look. We've also even got some marks from the elastic band. But first things first, it is a long canvas, but I'm going to have a look at the state of the back. And I am impressed so far. Any rivers that I may get on it from opening up the canvas itself, I can deal with. But any bubbles that show on the back, not so much. So can you see, it just keeps going. But what's that? See, we do have a little bubble here. It does look as though it's going to flatten down. I'm not even sure if the camera is picking that up. It is very slight. It's not puckered. I'm not even, yeah, I don't even know if that's picking it up. You might be able to pick it up a little bit there. But as I say, it's not puckered, which means I'm not panicking about the diamonds popping off. But let's keep going. And there's another one, but again, that one will flatten out. Oh, so this canvas, if you can not already tell, is extremely long. Okay, found the end. So this canvas is, let me get rid of that elastic band, it looks horrible. 2.5 meters in length. One very long canvas. So let's have a look at what the printed area looks like, and then we will do a little bit of measuring. Okay, so the printed area, not that good. It's not exactly clear. You can see it's squares, but it's as though their printer has run out of ink as it's gone along. I can still see all the squares, so in that sense I'm not going to be necessarily sending it back. However, it's not gridded into tens, so I am going to have to do some prep work. It seems as though there's 2 grid lines here, and then there's 2 or 3 that are darker here. So I don't think I'm going to get an actual sort of block of 10 to work for my Heaven and Earth Designs. However, I can see it. So that's sort of flattening this out is going to be fun. But having said that, I don't think I'm going to. So let's just actually pull back a bigger part. Wow, look at that. How's that for making your eyes go funny? I'm not sure if I can zoom in and show you. Let it focus on it a little bit better. So can you see the sort of, it's as though there's 2 lines that are solid. They don't quite make a patterned grid in any which way, shape or form. So yeah, we're going to have to do measuring. I'm going to have to sort of mark up the canvas before I start working on it, I think. I think that's the only way I can make this work for a Heaven and Earth Designs. But this canvas cost me £28.31. So it was a custom order, of course, with it being 2.5 meters long. So yeah, it cost me £28. What did I say? £28.31. But then it gave me the option. If I paid, but this was weird. If I paid by PayPal, it would cost me 97p in a fee. But I got £6. Yeah, sorry, no. If I pay, it cost me 97p to pay by PayPal, but I got a discount of £9 something. I think it was £9 something. It might have been a bit less. So it worked out that it actually cost me in total £25.18 by the time I'd got my discount from PayPal. So that in itself makes it a bargain. I paid less than what it should have been. I paid £25.18. And then for measurements wise, let me just pull up my message to the seller again because I can't remember. So I asked for a sticky size of 38 centimetres by 250 centimetres is the sticky size that I asked for. And then I asked for an 8 centimetre border. So I'm just going to see what the other end of the canvas looks like, and then we will do some checking on those measurements, which is going to be really entertaining. But let's just have a look. So the printer sort of, or the faint print is all the way. I don't know whether it is actually that the printer's run out of ink, or whether it is just the way that they print it very lightly and they don't necessarily do grid lines. But even so, it's a nice quality canvas. You know, it's all sticky. There's not huge rivers and divots in the back of it, which is great. So I did bring in with me, if I can find where I've put it, I did bring in a tape measure. At least I think I did. Yeah, I did. It's here. I did bring in a tape measure because I figured that might be a bit easier for a canvas this size. So I asked for it to be 38 centimetres, and it is exactly 38 centimetres across, which is great. And I asked for an 8 centimetre border, and I have 4 either side. So that's completely fine. This is more than enough border, I think, for me. I think if they actually had have given me 8 centimetres, we probably would have had a bit more fun. It does look like it's ruffled up a little bit on camera, but that's not the glue, that's just the way the canvas needs to sit. So let's get this back down. I don't want to end up sticking something to it. And let's see how we're going to measure this. Let's just see how we go. So 2.5 meters I needed it to be according to my Heaven and Earth Designs. So I'm going to scoot some of this across. Wow, I reckon we're going to be okay. I'm just going to keep pulling it out the best I can. Okay, keep going. We've already hit a meter. I'm not sure if you can even see this in the camera. I'm really sorry. I am measuring it and sort of unfurling it. Okay, so we've got to 1.5 meters at the moment, and we're about here. So this is going to be a rough, I think, just due to the size of the canvas. When I mark up the canvas, I'm sure that I will be able to tell a lot better by how the diamond count is. But going all the way down, it is exactly 2.5 meters. Exactly. So that part for me is fantastic, because I did wonder if we were getting lost in translation. I did ask for a quote from a few different sellers. So I say this company, they came back to me and said $35. So a lot of them do answer in dollars, which is no good when you pay in pounds, but at least you get an idea. So this is the Cami YI Good Store. So can you see that? Cami YI Good Store. I used the question I asked was quoted on what it says on the Heaven and Earth Design Facebook group, what they suggest that you use to ask for the seller. That is the same question I sent to everybody. So I just sent, hi, I'm after a piece of custom white canvas with a sticky grid area of 38 centimetres by 250 centimetres and a total dimension of 46 centimetres by 258 centimetres. Can you please tell me how much this would be? So that is worked on the stitch count times 0.25, which gives you the centimetres. All the information is on the Heaven and Earth Designs Facebook group, which allows you to convert a cross-stitch Heaven and Earth design kit into a diamond painting. And these came back and said $35. I had AZQSD just came back and said, we have this size to order. It's like, okay, I knew that because I was on your blank canvas. I wanted bigger. So yeah, I didn't bother with those. Home Fun came back and said $90. So that was quite a bit more. I got a couple that did not give me a reply. And then I got Huracan, who said we can make 40 by 250 or 45 by 260. Which one do you want? That doesn't tell me whether that's the sticky or the not sticky. But anyway, I went with the Cami Y Good Store. They came back to me quick. The price was reasonable. And yeah, I am impressed. Yes, it doesn't have the sort of 10 blocks. It's not extremely dark. But it's a blank canvas I can work on. It's exactly the right size that I asked for. And I can mark up 10. I will just mark up blocks of 10 as part of my prep. Because the canvas is only 38 centimetres across, then of course I'll be working on it down. So I should find that I can work page by page. 10 is not many to count, and with this sort of design I think I will be working on a 10 by 10 grid, because it's just not worth the risk of working on anything else. But yeah, that is my blank canvas. Excellent quality. It is a single sheet of paper, so I am going to have to work on cutting that probably to make it more manageable. I am going to leave this rolled up, but that's because there's not a chance. I work on a little table in front of the TV. There is no chance of me being able to have this fully unravelled. I will be working on it in sections, probably from the top, so that this part will sit on my lap or will hang down, and I will work from the top, doing a page at a time. And yeah, impressed with how the blank canvas looks. It's exactly the right size, and that's my blank grid lines. So yeah, keep an eye out for more videos on this design. I will do a video now I've got the canvas, I've got the chart, so I will do a video to show you what my plan is, but I wanted to show you an unboxing of a blank canvas. So hopefully this will be a very nice long-term project that looks amazing when it's done. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.